On New Zealand's North Island, engineering student John Cheer and his team are building a house. But this house isn't made of brick or wood or stone. It's made of dirt. That's right, dirt.
Just control it very carefully. If you ram it softly first, you'll get it down a little bit.
John and his crew are part of a worldwide movement of 21st century builders who think that turning the earth under our feet into roofs over our heads is a great way to go.
It might look like ordinary dirt, but it's actually a very strong material. These earth structures last hundreds of years, sometimes even thousands of years.
Structures like the oldest sections of the Great Wall of China, still standing today. Thanks to some simple but powerful building techniques that haven't changed in over 2,000 years.
Awesome.
Whether it's a house in modern New Zealand or the Great Wall of China, building successfully with dirt depends on two things. First, add a binding material to the earth so it won't crack and fall apart.
Try and be like the rain. Sprinkle it all over, but lightly.
Today, the New Zealand crew's using flax fibres that grow nearby. But the first Emperor's builders had binders of their own that were just as easy to find.
The Chinese use sticky rice to bind their soil. It's also quite common to use manure.
Second, keep water out. Water will find its way into any air pockets inside an earthen wall. Once inside, it will turn the earth to mud, or freeze and expand, and the wall will collapse. So, if you're building with earth, you need to make sure it doesn't have any air pockets. And there's only one way to do that. Ramming it down into a frame to squeeze out all the air until it's as dense as concrete.
Judging from what I can see, the boys have done a very good job, and I can tell because this wall is very smooth, and when you feel it, it's very solid, and that means we got the ramming right.
And these guys aren't the only ones who got it right. In Xi'an, archaeologists are excavating the tomb of an ancient Chinese general. Its rammed earth walls are nearly 2,000 years old and still going strong.
The secret of this rammed earth construction is to build it up in small layers and pound it very, very thoroughly until it becomes extremely hard. That way, it becomes very, very stable. This wall shows the rammed earth construction. What we see here are many, many layers, perhaps 25 or 30, just in this small part of wall that have been marked out by the archaeologists, each one showing a layer of rammed earth. It would have taken hundreds of men many months to complete the whole tomb using this method of rammed earth construction. To knock on it, it's almost as hard as concrete.
Hundreds of layers of rammed earth built this general's tomb, and it was tiny compared with the tomb of China's first emperor. A man-made mountain some 350 meters on each side, between 50 and 70 meters high, and made from more than 3.5 million tons of earth. And it was more than just a tomb.